Hello everyone, MessyPlays here, back at it again. How you doing today? This video will be covering my predictions for the last episode of Game of Thrones. Obviously everyone is pretty trepidatious and excited for this episode. I think they were a lot more excited before the season began. Obviously this one's been a very divisive season overall, but I'm still excited to see where they go with it. This is, 9 years in the making now for the people who read the books, even longer, because they're not guaranteed really to get an ending at this point, so we'll take what we can get. So this is just going to be my theories, maybe my hopes. It's not informed by any spoilers I've read. I haven't seeked out spoilers. I'm not interested in trying to ruin the show for other people with spoilers I've read just so I can be right in retrospect. I've got no interest in that. So this video won't be spoilerific, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So I think it'll be just easier to go character by character because I don't know the events of how it will take place. So let's start with Tyrion. Tyrion, I believe, is going to be killed. He's going to be executed. I think that's pretty clear to see. That's been foreshadowed a lot. He's been on very precarious ice around Daenerys. She's not in favor of him. She doesn't value him anymore. He even accepts that some of his actions will have grave consequences for him. And I think him releasing Jaime, even though in the midst of this kind of battle with everything in ruins, Dany is still going to find out that that happened, and Tyrion will be executed for that. So I don't know at what point that'll happen in the episode. I don't want it to happen, but I think that's probably a safe bet. Sir Davos. Now Davos hasn't really had a lot of meat to him this season. Even in the last episode, I don't think he had a single line. Maybe some kind of, this way, but he didn't really say anything. I think he's outlived his purpose to the writers, and because he's an ally of Jon, I believe he'll be executed as well. I think that's going to happen pretty early in the episode. I think during this episode, Arya will be watching events unfold from the sidelines. She's obviously going to try to escape. I feel like her trajectory is to escape Westeros altogether. I feel like she doesn't want to be involved in the families, the politics. I think that White Horse is like a literal kind of, this is time to escape. It's time to leave. So I could see her heading, is it east again? To, is it Essos? Or Pentos? Yeah. And I think she'll just continue her journey around the world. Maybe she could go to Asai or whatever it is, some of the more far-reaching places on the map. Bronn we haven't seen a lot of. I believe he's only had 2 scenes in this entire season, which have been kind of ridiculous scenes on the whole. One of them was, I want you to kill, 2 of your really good mates, your brothers. You are Cersei's brothers, and he has his sellsword. And one of them's already taken care of. Obviously, Cersei's not going to pay him now. She's dead as well. He's owed a castle, and if Tyrion's dead, that's not going to be delivered to him. So I get a feeling, like, what's his purpose at this point? Is he going to come to the rescue of Tyrion? To get a castle which Tyrion won't be able to give him? Tyrion's not going to even have money at this point. If Tyrion, Tyrion is the last Lannister, and if he runs away with Bronn, the only thing Bronn would value from Tyrion is the promise of money, and that's gone. So I predict that either Bronn is not going to be in this episode, or he's just going to be what could happen. I don't see him dying, because I don't know in what circumstances he would die. He definitely wouldn't come to King's Landing for any reason. He knows it's over. It's gone. The promise of his riches is gone. He's not getting anything. So I believe probably we've seen the last of Bronn. Bran as a whole has been a bit of a disappointing mystery this season. We've definitely suspected something larger at work, larger at play. The human Bran is being sidelined for this new stoic man of few words Bran, and a lot of people thought that would pay off in the episode with the Night King, the Long Night. Nothing happened, and then afterwards nothing really happened. He doesn't talk much. So I feel like I think we've seen the last of Bran. I think there'll be a cursory scene with him and Sansa, but apart from that, I don't think we'll see Bran. There's no more development to him. And let's get the big one, some of the big ones out the way. John, I believe. Actually, wait, we'll go with Grey Worm. Grey Worm had a specific scene in this episode, episode 5, The Bells. Just after the bells started ringing, and then Danny went on a rampage. Grey Worm turned around to look at John very intently, and he saw him kind of disobey the command of keep fighting, it's not over. He looks at him like, it was like a telltale moment. I'll remember that. I think they've put that in very specifically. Grey Worm saw John disobey the Queen's orders, and there was an earlier scene when John enters the bedroom of Danny, and Grey Worm stands up to him like, no, you're not coming in. Grey Worm has no love for John, and Danny doesn't really anymore either. I feel like Grey Worm's going to become the mountain to Danny. Like, this is all she's got left. This is the only person she trusts anymore. Grey Worm doesn't have anyone left. All he has is Danny. Like, all he has is these orders. I think he's going to be the new bodyguard, the new mountain to Danny, which leads me into my next scene. I believe John is going to be executed. John is going to be killed by Danny. Probably in the same fashion as Ned Stark. I think he's going to be beheaded. I'm still split on this. I've got a few ideas. I absolutely think he's going to die, though. I think Danny's going to live. John will be executed for disobeying the Queen, for not continuing to kill, for falling back. Grey Worm will tell Danny what transpired. Danny will order his execution. Arya will see it, and she'll run away. She'll leave the kingdom, with the potential for her to return to execute Danny. But this is how I see it going down. John is beheaded. So that brings me to Danny. Danny becomes the Queen of the South. I think in this episode, something very particular happened. I don't think I've seen other people point this out, but I haven't went looking really. But the map on the floor of the Red Keep, it split in two. There was a perfect crack down the middle of it. This just seemed really intentional. Like, obviously that was a CGI effect, and they didn't put like multiple cracks in the floor. They just did one across the entire map. I think Danny, on a certain level, respects Sansa, and she's going to tell Sansa, I will split the North and South. You become the Queen of the North. I'll become the Queen of the South, and if you just stay out of my business, I'll stay out of your business. This is how we'll rule. Sansa demanded the North be independent, and I think Danny's going to be like, yeah, like, you've got good cause to attack me for what I've done here, but I will keep the peace if you agree to keep the peace. So I believe Westeros will be split in two. They could metaphorically or literally build another wall. I think that might be interesting. If there's a new wall between the North and the South, that probably won't be covered in the last episode, but there could be like, we'll build a big wall. Why not? So yeah, I believe Sansa will become Queen of the North. Danny will become Queen of the South. Brienne will just be a knight for the Northern Realm, I guess. Any other characters I've missed? Tommen will just be tootling around with Ghost in the North. I think that's all the major characters. One more thing is maybe Danny is pregnant. This is one of the major reasons for my theory that Danny will live, because I've hinted at Danny being pregnant. It's been like prophesized that Danny will be pregnant. Why would they hint to that if she's just going to die in the last episode? Like, why a prophecy about a baby if she dies? The baby would have to come to term to be born for there to be any reason to even hint at it. So I believe, in retrospect, when the season's over, the baby will be the Song of Ice and Fire. It's not Jon. It's Jon and Danny's baby. That is the North and South. That is the Fire and Ice. That is... it's not even the last of the Targaryens. Like, Danny will be the last of the Targaryens, because aren't Targaryens normally bred from incest? So this one won't be a pure blood Targaryen. It will be the Song of Ice and Fire. And maybe one last thing is Varys' letter. Not sure if he had wrote multiple ones and sent them off. I'm not sure who that would go to. Obviously, he doesn't need to write to Sansa. She already knows. So he was trying to get the word out there, but honestly, I don't think they'll follow that up, but they might. So I don't think there's anything else to talk about, really. I think that'll be the end of the show. I'm happy to be proven wrong if I am wrong, but I'll be watching anyway. I've been pretty pretty hit and miss with this season. I liked the last episode a lot more than other people, but a couple of the episodes before that I wasn't too happy, I wasn't too satisfied, and I definitely think they've rushed it. I've seen this petition go up like almost 1 million signatures. Just, oh god, you know, internet fans, but never mind. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and take care. If you've got any theories, please post them below, and I'll be making more videos in the coming days and weeks, so look out for those. Please subscribe and turn notifications on if you're interested in those, and have a good day, guys. Bye.